Hi, it's Cathy Andronicou, and today I'm going to show you how to create this mixed media picture using radiant neon inks and frantage fragments. Take a thick piece of cardboard measuring 6 3/4 inches by 7.5 inches and cover with white gesso paint. Once the paint is dry, I take Memento desert sand ink and a smudgy and randomly apply over the painted area. I then take Memento Luxe Toffee Crunch and repeat the process again. Now add Radiant Neon Electric Blue randomly over the area. Once dry, take the wired Stampender stamp set and use this mesh pattern, ink with Radiant Neon Electric Blue ink, and randomly stamp onto the card. Once you have done this, take the stencil out of the same pack. Take some Faber-Castell whipped spackle and apply with a palette knife over the stenciled area. Remove the stencil and leave to dry. Repeat this process, wiping off any excess as you go. Take the Stampender's dress form stamp, place onto an acrylic block and ink with Stays On Jet black ink. Press firmly onto the cardboard. Take the stencil from the pack and remove the top portion and place over the stamped image. Put some Radiant Neon Electric Blue ink onto your craft mat and mix in with some whipped spackle until you get a nice even colour. Then spread the paste over the top portion of the dress form. Remove the stencil and leave to dry. Once dry, replace the stencil back over the dress form. Ink up the tweed stamp with the Radiant Neon Electric Blue ink and stamp over the top of the stencil. Remove the stencil to reveal the pattern on the top of the dress form. Then take an ink sweeper and some Toffee Crunch Memento Luxe ink and lightly sweep over the pasted areas. Then use the smudgy to blend in the edges. Take a piece of organza fabric and the stamp's Royal Heart. Ink the border pattern with electric blue ink and repeatedly stamp onto the organza fabric. Stitch a double row of running stitch along the top and then gather. Place the fabric onto the dress form and adhere using Fabri-Tac adhesive from Beacon. Take a piece of voile ribbon and cut to size so that it fits the top of the dress form. Place some Radiant Neon Electric Blue ink directly onto the craft mat and spray some ink potion number 9. Place the ribbon into the ink until you get a nice even colour and leave to dry. Once dry, you can glue it to the dress form using Beacon adhesive. Take Memento Rich Cocoa ink and the ink sweeper and lightly go round the edges of your picture. Take the Follow Your Art sentiment from the Craft Board Royal Heart set and cut out the pieces individually. Next, take some open weave muslin, some Memento Luxe Rich Cocoa ink and some more ink potion number 9 and mix it in so that it's completely covered. Again, leave to dry. Adhere to your project using Creative Medium. I have used a brush tip Fantastics to apply the medium to my project. Take hot blue frantage fragments and some gold embossing powder. Use a palette knife to sprinkle the embossing powder over the open weave muslin and heat set. Randomly add some Creative Medium using the Fantastics to the muslin and then sprinkle some of the fragments onto the Creative Medium. If they're too big, you can crush them down a little bit with your fingers. Add some Prima English Garden flowers from the Botanical Mix. Colour some pearls with a chameleon sienna coloured alcohol pen and add to the centre of the flowers. I have photocopied a tape measure and cut it out. I'm now going to lightly shade it with Desert Sand Memento dye ink. I then take a Versa marker and add it to the tip of the tape measure. Add some gold embossing powder and heat set. Then adhere it to my project using the creative medium. Take Desert Sand dye ink and a sponge dauber and ink the edges of the letters and then adhere to the project using creative medium. Edge the words with a Pitt Dark Sepia artist pen. Finally, I frame my project with an IKEA frame. Thank you for watching today. For more projects and techniques using radiant neon inks, please check out the Imagine Crafts on Facebook, Pinterest and at imaginecrafts.com.